There wasn't a likelihood for upward mobility in my swing shift position at 7-Eleven. That was my last job in Washington. So, in the famous words of another newsman, Horace Greeley, I, still a young man, went west.
Matt Drudge, best known for his pioneering news aggregation website, The Drudge Report, has, to say the least, become somewhat of a polarizing figure in media and politics in the last couple of decades. Since launching his site in the 90s, Drudge has wielded significant influence over the news cycle and public discourse. While his methods and editorial choices have often been controversial, there's no denying the financial success he's achieved. Today, we'll explore his journey from obscure blogger to media mogul.
In the media sphere, there's something very interesting going on. Matt Drudge, who's been a conservative institution since the late 1990s, has basically...
It's going to be a real scandal on the highest order America's ever seen. It really is the first time I think the internet is breaking a story of this magnitude. We can't talk about it much further because we've got an FCC license on the stations that air Entertainment Tonight. There's serious problems of sexual malfeasance in the White House.
The rise of an internet pioneer. Matt Drudge, born October 27, 1966 in Tacoma Park, Maryland, is a name that's all but synonymous with the dawn of internet journalism. As the founder and editor of the Drudge Report, he revolutionized how news is consumed and distributed online. But Drudge's journey to becoming a media mogul and accumulating his impressive net worth was far from conventional. Growing up near Washington, D.C., his early life was marked by an avid interest in news and talk radio. After his parents divorced when he was 6, he lived with his mother. Drudge was not a stellar student, graduating 341st in a class of 355. In his book, Drudge Manifesto, he even admits to having failed his bar mitzvah. Drudge's path to success was anything but direct. He worked a series of odd jobs, including night counterman at a 7-Eleven, telemarketer for Time Life Books, and manager at McDonald's. In 1989, he moved to L.A., taking a job in the gift shop of CBS Studios. It was there, privy to insider Hollywood gossip, that the seeds of the Drudge Report were planted.
This is the Drudge Report. This little machine.
Here, let me put it over here. You want to open it up, and you take this wherever you go.
I take it wherever I go in case
you can see how
in case something
there we go.
Something happens along the way. That is it. Through that, I communicate through millions of readers throughout the world.
The birth of the Drudge Report. In 1994, Drudge's father bought him a Packard Bell computer, concerned about his son's apparent aimlessness. The gift proved to be the catalyst for Drudge's future success. The Drudge Report began as simple email notes sent to a few friends, a mix of gossip and opinion. The newsletter quickly transitioned from entertainment gossip to political news, moving from email to the web as its primary distribution method. By March 1995, the Drudge Report had 1,000 email subscribers. Just 2 years later, the number had ballooned to 85,000. Drudge's big break came in 1996, when he accurately reported that Jack Kemp would be Bob Dole's running mate in the presidential election. But it was in 1998 that Drudge truly cemented his place in media history. He broke the news of the Clinton-Lewinsky scandal, scooping mainstream media outlets and forever changing the landscape of online journalism. The Drudge Report's influence and revenue. The Drudge Report's influence on media and politics cannot be overstated. Despite its simple design, a series of black and white headlines and a few color photos, the site became a go-to source for both the public and other journalists. Its ability to drive traffic to other news sites made it a powerful force in shaping the news cycle. In 2006, Time magazine named Drudge one of the 100 most influential people in the world. ABC News concluded that the Drudge Report sets the tone for national political coverage. Even the Washington Post acknowledged in 2006 that Drudge was their largest driver of traffic. This influence translated into significant revenue. In 2003, Business 2.0 magazine estimated that the Drudge Report was earning $3,500 a day in advertising revenue. After subtracting server costs, they estimated the site netted $800,000 annually. Drudge himself confirmed in a 2004 C-SPAN appearance that he was earning more than $1 million a year.
And I think I've proven that to my readers over almost 4 years now, and thousands of reports that have unearthed deception and lies and scandal of the highest order.
Expanding beyond the web. Drudge's success with his website led to opportunities in other media. From June 1998 to November 99, he hosted a Saturday night television show called Drudge on Fox News Channel. The show ended due to a disagreement over content, with Drudge refusing to go on air after Fox News prevented him from showing certain photos related to abortion. Drudge also ventured into radio, hosting a Sunday night talk show syndicated by Premier Radio Networks. He became a frequent reference for news material on popular conservative radio shows hosted by Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, and Mark Levin. Drudge left his position as radio host in September 2007. In 2000, he co-authored a book with Julia Phillips titled Drudge Manifesto, which made the New York Times bestseller list. The book offered insights into his philosophy and experiences in the world of news and media. The Reclusive Millionaire. Despite his significant public influence, Drudge is known for being notoriously private. He rarely gives interviews and has become increasingly reclusive over the years. This air of mystery has only added to the public's fascination with him and speculation about his wealth. For many years, he operated the Drudge Report from his one-bedroom apartment in Hollywood. Today, he maintains the website from his properties in Miami. In 2007, it was reported that Drudge owned 2 properties in Miami, a $1.4 million Mediterranean-style stucco house on Rivo Alto Island, and a $1 million-plus condominium in Miami's Four Seasons Hotel. His personal life remains largely out of the public eye. In a 2003 interview, he stated that his only indulgence, apart from travel, was his Corvette. His decision to base himself in Florida is likely influenced by the state's favorable tax laws. The Drudge Report's worth. Estimating the exact value of the Drudge Report is challenging due to its private ownership and Drudge's reluctance to discuss financial matters. But various estimates have been made based on the site's traffic and revenue. In 2020, amid rumors that Drudge might be seeking an investor, media watchers attempted to value the site. Estimates ranged from $100 million to over $200 million. Matthew Lysiak, author of Drudge Revolution, suggested that if Axios was worth over $200 million, the Drudge Report would be worth well north of that, given its higher traffic and lower overhead. The site's value is largely derived from its massive traffic. In 2020, Drudge claimed on his website that in the previous 24 hours, he had 27.3 million visits, and over the last month, 767.2 million visits. However, it's important to note these figures don't necessarily represent unique visitors. Different tracking services provide varying estimates of the Drudge Report's traffic. SimilarWeb pegged August 2020 traffic at 63.22 million visitors a month, with 721.3 million page views. SEMrush estimated much higher at 150.1 million visitors and 1.063 billion page views. Based on these traffic estimates, 24/7 Wall Street calculated that the Drudge Report's revenue could be approximately $3.4 million a month or $40.8 million a year. With minimal overhead costs estimated at about $3 million a year, the site's profitability is substantial.
In the meantime, the administration is defending the GOP after a scathing critique from Matt Drudge, the well-known conservative firebrand, accusing the party of ignoring its campaign promises, tweeting, quote, "Republican Party should be sued for fraud. No discussion of tax cuts now, just lots of crazy. Back to basics, guys."
Matt Drudge's net worth. Most estimates place his net worth between $150 million and $200 million. The impressive fortune has been accumulated primarily through the success of the Drudge Report. His real estate holdings also contribute to his net worth. In addition to his Miami properties, in 2023, he listed a compound in Miami for $2.9 million. Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think about Matt Drudge's enduring legacy on media? Let us know in the comments section below.